Hey, so don't know whether you call these vlogs or vlogs or video log. We'll call it a video installation and leave it at that. And basically, oh, I'm Shawn, half of OneDrop, and we get a lot of questions online. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, email. It's a lot of places to check. So I don't know if this is just going to be one more that goes kind of underserviced, or if maybe this will become eventually the primary means of asking and answering questions. Not really sure yet. Kind of winging it here. And we'll just see how it goes. I say a lot. Don't count and tell me how many times, because it'll just be even more embarrassing than this is already. So, almost did it. This is basically a continuation of the shop cam that we started. We started a shop cam back in 2008, I believe. Early 2008. We set up a shop cam. It used to just take a still shot of what was happening every 15 or 20 seconds or something like that. Then we moved on to having it being live in the shop, and we'd put it inside the mill, and that's all we had was a mill, and you could watch us like very, very slowly make a project. Then we got a lathe, and anyway, the shop cam has been something that we've done from the beginning, nearly. And we've done lots of videos, obviously. We have a pretty long history of doing lots of collaborations with other companies, helping out startups. We get lots of tours, lots of kids come through the shop. We love visitors. We have made a couple of documentaries. Well, we made the Big Summit documentary, of course. And we've always done lots of videos that show kind of exactly how we make yo-yos. We're not really very good at keeping secrets. It's an odd-looking human being. Not very good at keeping secrets. We like to just show people how it's done, because if you empower people to do a thing that they're interested in, then maybe they'll actually go out and try it. And maybe it won't work. Maybe it will. Maybe they'll learn something new. Maybe they'll teach you something new. Pretty much, there's nothing bad can come of sharing information. So we have a long history of doing that. This is just kind of a natural continuation of that idea. So there you go. What's been happening around OneDrop? We've had a lot of visitors lately, which is awesome because it keeps things exciting, and there are a lot of great people in the yo-yo world, and we love when they come by for a visit. So let's see, Kyle Weems came by 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, something like that, and we had basically 3 straight days of prototyping madness. No kidding, like up all night till 2 in the morning, kind of up all night madness. It was really fun. More recently, we had Dr. Popular came for a visit. That was awfully nice and fun, and I won't say anything more about that. Joseph Pelagi. Sorry, I blew that. One of those was right, I think. He came down that day, which is just this week. Hung out for a bit. Love that guy. He's with he was with. I'm not sure what his role is anymore. He's just good friends or still involved with Eternal Throw up in Seattle. All good guys. Let's see, who else came down? Lots of local kids. Kids who've discovered yo-yoing through just friends of friends, friends of friends of friends, people who've seen yo-yoers around town and they decide they want to get into it, and they they Google yoyos in Eugene, and they discover, hey, what do you know? Possibly the biggest yo-yo manufacturer in the United States is right here in our little town. What do you know? So we get a lot of local visitors, which is great. Paul Dang always does an amazing job of introducing kids and their wary parents to the world of modern yo-yoing. He's really good at that. Jacob Jensen came down. You may know him as Elifark from days of old. He came down. He lives just 40 miles up the road in Corvallis, same town as JT Nickel and Aaron Davis. So he came down for a little visit. That was cool. Oh, and you know who else came down? Was Dave Peniston. He's the guy. He was just a customer, guy who liked OneDrop. He also happened to work at a box factory. So he shows up one day out of the blue and he says, hey, look, I made you a yo-yo box. And it was freaking great. Had a box, lid folded, tucked in real nice, had a hole in the middle so you could see the yo-yo without us having to write the color or put a little check mark on the box that showed what color was inside. This is really all in the name of helping stores. Like if you have all of our yo-yos stacked up on a shelf if you own a store and you don't know, you need to grab a blue one without having to open the box or look at the tiny little Sharpie mark that Paul Dang put on there. This is a lot better because you can just look and see the yo-yo through there. He also he die cut O and D for OneDrop in the flaps. And he just showed up as a customer, said, hey, I made this box for you. And so we immediately, I think, that day we're like, okay, we have a new box supplier. Sorry, Uline. Uline is fine. But so David, he came down with his friend. I think his friend's name was Reese. They came down from Seattle, 5 hours to Eugene, hung out, had beer. We like beer. Then hung out for the shop for a while, talked yo-yos, and then they turned around and they drove back the way they came to go to 2 concerts in Portland before driving back home to Seattle. That sounds like an awful lot of driving to me. Anyway, so those are all those people. That was within the last week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. We've had a bunch of visitors, and it's great because friends are important, and we have some. What are we going to talk about in this video series? All things OneDrop, maybe some things that aren't related to OneDrop, maybe some yo-yo things, some non-yo-yo things, life in general. I could talk about my stylish new automobile. Not really. Design stuff, things we're thinking about doing for the future that are not yo-yo related. Biggest question people have right now is, when are we going to see OneDrop's bimetal? Yay, bimetal! Everybody wants to make a bimetal, and we're going to. We've made 2 prototypes so far. First one was awesome, but if it even grazed the carpet, it would go vibey because the rings would get dislodged. So put that one on hold for a bit, and we've moved on to number 2, which has rings on the outside, and it's pretty awesome, I have to say. We've bought and traded for many different bimetal yo-yos we have in our collection. Bunch of them. We're trying to figure out why so many of them are just very similar. It's almost like people... there's a bit of bandwagoning going on here. We haven't found anything super special, except for the dropper. I think it's great. That's the high bar. So that's what we're aiming for, obviously. We just need to match its performance, and hopefully beat it on price, and make it more reliable with something special we're doing at the bearing seat. Anyway, I'm just about out of time here. Lots more to talk about. I will probably do one of these every couple of days on my commute into the shop. But for now, I'm out of time. Cheers!